raid incoming. This game's not good. But I'm 32% of the way through Sonic the Hedgehog part, so that's cool. Bye, y'all.
Humanity's children are in your hands. Do not let them fall.
Requesting sentry.
Game looks good, you know?
No, honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it would be so far. It's not as swirly as I thought it would be. Because the game can't handle the frame rate that would be necessary to be as squirrely as I expected. It cannot move fast enough. So in many ways, I think that the PS3 version is better because I can't move at the speed they intended.
The shit performance makes the
They're
game
bad at designing
better.
the game. Yes, it makes it easier to control. I get to stop and think because the game is stopping and thinking.
Borgmaster is saying that your game is very loud, Braden. No, you don't.
No, I can. So here's a funny thing. The volume goes up to 11.
Aha! Funny jokey joke.
It's a good
It's a funny joke.
I like that.
I bet Gino and Dustin, have you guys seen have you watched any like band documentaries or like concert movies?
Like real ones or fake or jokey joke ones?
I don't.
If you watch It Might Get Loud, which looks at Jimmy Page, Edge from U2 and Jack White. That documentary is quite good. Even if, say what you will, everyone seems to give the Edge a bunch of shit for being a part of this, like being next to Jack White and Jimmy Page, as like people talking about their approaches to being guitarists in larger bands that are larger than them, but whatever. There's a moment in there by Edge where he's like, you know, before I joined U2, I was actually in hair metal. And then I saw fucking This Is Spinal Tap. And then everyone was laughing. And then I realized, oh, wait, they're laughing at me. This is what I represent. I got to get out of this. I got to make music that actually is, like, not this. Fuck. And it's actually, like, it's funny.
That's gotta be a tough thing
entertaining.
to discover.
That people think you're a joke sometimes.
I agree.
Sure. But also, like,
Oh no.
no matter what genre you play in, somebody somewhere is making fun of you.
Yeah, this is Anthem.
That's true.
I'll get the jetpack
This
and
is the good anthem.
yeah. The only anthem we need is freedom.
I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back.
Go tell your wife you love her.
Yeah, Gino.
Or go see Madam Web.
I will.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Which is just like telling your wife you love her.
Yeah, if your wife is
We
Hey,
go
buddy,
to
let's go see
we
Madam
go to
Web.
battle to die today.
Depends on how
The
into bad
homeland
movies
depends
your wife
on it.
is.
We must make a sacrifice for the country.
Controller Drift decided to start acting up.
Oh, no. I don't know if you're if you go into, obviously you can't do this right now, but if you go into Steam settings, you can set the dead zone on control. You could set it to outside of, set like the
Whatever the drift
internet
is.
on outside of where your drift is. Yeah, that would fix it. I think.
Yeah, see, it's like Anthem. I got a jetpack.
Oh. So I would like this game?
Yeah.
I
No,
like Anthem.
this game is fun and enjoyable.
Unlike you. I played all of Anthem. I finished my fucking plate, Brayden.
Yeah, congratulations, you wallowed in that muck.
Oh,
You know, when my audience says that I owe them content, I provide it.
I never made any guarantees. So anyway, I have an automatic shotgun.
that sounds good.
That's what I've been using mostly. And right now I'm trying heavy weapon, heavy armor. Here's the secret. I don't think heavy armor is very good.
Hmm.
Being able to take more hits is less useful than being able to move.
I feel like there are a whole lot of games where that's the case. Oh wow, I'm loud. I'll move the mic away from me.
Calling in reinforcements.
But no, I feel like most of the time in games, when you want to play on a higher difficulty, you kind of need to play the faster classes.
This definitely not fascist salute. Good. We're
So
defending
is the
liberty.
game? I take it the game is aware of all that stuff. It's the Starship
This
Troopers
game's
thing.
tone is Starship Troopers wasn't subtle enough.
Mm.
But yeah, although one of the benefits of heavy armor is less recoil with heavy weapons when you're crouched or prone, which basically makes this LMG have no recoil. But also, here's the thing about bugs.
I was about to say, it just doesn't seem particularly useful.
There are a lot of them, and you just have to fire in their general direction a lot of the time.
Your general direction. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna throw up after we said that joke.
Oh, this blew my mortar sentry. What a shame.
Anyway, what band did The Edge go to play in?
You too.
Oh, so he went from hair metal to U2, trying to get out of a joke.
Yeah.
That's the best joke of all.
And you know what? Look, I realize that everyone says he doesn't actually play real music. He plays all this weird fucking effects stuff. That's not real guitar work. Like,
I mean,
shut the fuck up.
if you listen, here's the thing: if you're gonna complain about effects work, you need to look at Herman Lee of Dragon Force
Also,
and say
you
he's
also
not a good
need to
guitarist.
apply that logic to literally everyone.
That's the thing. Electric guitars are all about effects. They're all distortion and weird effects and nonsense.
So I'm playing on hard.
Is it hard? Looks
Yes.
like it.
Oh fuck. So there's a big guy right there, you see.
Great.
I'm just gonna... Maybe I should just try to do the objective?
Yeah, can you get behind him and shoot him? Or...
So the big guy, you have to shoot underneath him.
You have to shoot.
Where is that Bile Titan? Oh, there it is.
This is... It shouldn't be, but I'm feeling Lost Planet-y from this.
Ah, Lost Planet 2? Yeah, sure.
Maybe. I feel like a lot of Lost Planet was also shooting large bugs. Except it was snowy.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
We should get a Lost Planet review.
They tried.
Calling
I
in
know.
reinforcements.
Twice.
Oh, look at that.
I'm glad your teammates are shooting at everything.
So I think this game looks amazing. And
It does look
like
very good.
if when you are on the dusty planets, if you shoot enough rounds in the air, it will just kick up so much dust that it will like obfuscate your line of sight.
1 minute remains. Destroyer departure imminent.
Okay, we need to close minimal particles.
I'm glad
And
someone
we're
finally
allowed to
made a better
distract.
looking dusty area than Gears of War 5.
Reloading.
Am I having a corpse party? Not yet. That'll probably
They're
happen.
making a lot of corpses.
One might say that this game's a corpse party because I'm enjoying myself and just leaving a pile of bodies in my wake.
For prosperity!
There we go.
Has been well delivered. May your instructions
Okay,
be swift.
up here.
Last reload!
I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Oh,
Super Destroyer leaving low orbit. Emergency extraction shuttle deployed. Extraction shuttle inbound.
okay. The shuttle extraction happens automatically. Anyway, it's fine. I have no ammo.
Dropping a pin. North.
Actually, I'm gonna grab one of these boxes.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Supplies.
I need supplies.
Supplies. South. Marking extraction point. Supplies. Southeast.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Damn it.
How do you like the taste of freedom?
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1, landing in progress. Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Liberty has seen you through.
Liberty has seen me through.
So, this is a point that Jeff Cobb recently made, but Helldivers came out, and then it's very funny, not funny, that immediately after this game came out, Sony had to clarify, hey, yeah, this is probably the last big title game we're gonna make until
first-party
2025.
studio.
And then Grubb is like, I fucking told you guys that if you think that Microsoft is the only console manufacturer that's in a weird spot.
I mean, there are first-party PlayStation exclusives. They're just not made by Sony.
Also, I think the point that Grubb was also making is, Sony as a company, not great.
Yeah.
Everything that's not PlayStation, not good.
Oh yeah, no, the games division of Sony is like their
victory for
one.
democracy. Welcome aboard, Helldiver.
You're doing democracies.
So this is the season pass. This is
Yeah.
the free season pass. This is the paid one. I'm to understand it's Halo Infinite style, where you can always complete them.
Orbit synchronized. Allied destroyer has left squadron.
I mean, when you consider that one of Sony's big releases of last year was literally, we put out The Last of Us again, or The Last of Us 2 again, rather.
Hellpod launch initiated.
And also, Rise of the Ronin's a PS5 exclusive.
I'm gonna publish something about why I'm like, great. I feel like Team Ninja's in this weird spot where they can punch at this like above average level, but they can't quite go beyond that.
Okay, but have you played Neo 2?
I think Neo 2 is above average.
Better than above
That's
average.
like,
Calling down support weapon.
You
Calling
don't like
down a
these
sentry.
games.
Calling down a sentry.
I think it's pretty fucking ridiculous that the same problems that have plagued Team Ninja in regards to like scarcity and loot management still exist since Neo 1, and like just enemy variety.
Calling down fortification.
Calling down fortification.
I sometimes have to remind myself that you can't use an ace to be a 1 in poker.
No. Are you on the Balatro?
I'm on the Balatro addiction.
Yeah, I played that and was very much like, oh, this will ruin it. No one tell Gino about Balatro.
I got to Cerulean, and I fucked up on the last hand.
I won once and was like, well, I'm gonna buy this.
You like went all the way?
I beat whatever the first difficulty was.
Okay, cool.
I just picked nothing but straight items that are straights, and did nothing but straights, and had a Joker card that let me do a straight with a gap. so I don't need 5 consecutive cards in the same number. Where are these damn bugs?
I seem to be erring more towards Lushes.
I am back. Plushies.
Yeah. Justin, have you heard about the hot new sensation sweeping the nation? It's called Balatro.
Oh, Zombie Pie's newest obsession.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It's not just my obsession, it's everyone.
Okay.
I've only heard of it thanks to you. I have not heard it anywhere else.
Jan is super into
Jano
it.
Show is obsessed with it as well.
That's empty. Reload it.
Calling down supply. Sending in an eagle.
Requesting air support.
Let's go. Yes, no.
Freedom has prevailed.
New mag.
Extraction shuttle inbound. This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Hey, Gino. You sound like you're speaking to his hinges.
Oh no.
Now you
Oh,
sound
no,
better.
you're fine good now.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
As of right now, would you say this or Dark Tide is in a better place?
I mean, Dark Tide is in a better place because
It's been out for a year.
Another victory for the right side of history.
yeah,
But also, Dark Tide launched real hot.
yeah. This game launched like this game still has weird server issues, but they don't exist when you're playing with friends. It seems like. But the matchmaking, like you just have to mash quick match a couple times for it to work.
Sounds like someone's eating now.
Yeah, what you eating, Gino?
I'm not eating.
Now you
I mean,
sound
is it loud?
He's eating
Wow.
a microphone.
That is the hottest mic
What
you've
the
ever
heck?
had.
No.
Look, we've
No.
made an impact.
No?
We're gonna liberate these
a
planets.
little bit better.
Weird. Okay.
Try doing the thing where you unplug and replug.
Unplugging and replugging for democracy.
Is it still super loud or no?
This actually hurts. I have to take my headphones off.
Yeah. You are really loud.
Another step towards total eradication.
Okay, I've left and
You're
rejoined.
better
There
now.
we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Discord. Discord's so good.
I'd take Discord over Skype.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
It would be
Hey,
Teams
sometimes.
now.
Teams is so bad.
I don't think I hate Teams as much as most people, but
Oh,
it's
we
really
need
got
to tell
problems.
Justin
Why?
about my recent experience with fucking OneDrive from yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So
God damn it.
tell Justin about World of Final Fantasy and how
So
you
World of
installed it.
Final Fantasy wasn't working properly for the longest time. I was like
Oh,
trying
was
to
it
boot
trying
it
to
up, and
I
it
already
was
know
like,
what's happening
why is
here.
it not running? It just immediately crashes. And then I found out that OneDrive insisted that this game install automatically go to it, and I didn't have enough space for a video game because why would you put a fucking digital video game on OneDrive? And so it had only partially installed and maxed out my OneDrive because I have a free account. I don't have the full account.
Hold a minute. What was it? Why was it being installed to
That's a great
my
question.
documents?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because it's a PC
Okay.
port of a Square game.
Yes.
Sure,
It's
but
a
like when you
PSP
play
port of
on-
a Square game. I don't know why. I really
you play
don't
the
know why.
Steam version, or is this on Game Pass, or what?
This is Steam.
Steam should have been pointing itself to.
No,
like,
I don't know.
whatever-
It's weird. I don't know why. But yeah, the executable actually went through OneDrive.
Initiating FTL
That's
jump.
weird.
Great.
And it's
It's fucking awesome.
Oh, we're gonna play on Extreme now, huh? Alright, I haven't seen
So-
what it's like on Extreme. Let's find out.
So, did you go through the fun adventure of trying to figure out how to like disengage OneDrive from your C users? My
Yeah, I
documents
did.
stuff?
I had to look that up on a Reddit.
It's a pain in the ass.
It's maybe one of the worst things I've done all week.
OneDrive is one of the things that drove me to using Linux a lot more. Like, it was a long time. I'm on Windows right now,
I
but a
just
long
disabled
time ago,
OneDrive.
I found out that OneDrive was keeping my stuff, and I had not like approved it to be doing that or anything. It was just like, oh, all your stuff is on Microsoft servers now, and I had not told it to do that. I did not set it up that way. Nothing like that. And the very experience of trying to disentangle OneDrive and the files I wanted to keep was what made me go, fuck it.
Like, that's something that I wish. Can someone clip like my reaction to finding out that my Steam executables were going through OneDrive instead of just the desktop? I hope that one of you saved that, because it is maybe one of my all-time favorite reactions ever on stream. Fucking incredible shit, I swear to God.
I don't remember
The stream
seeing it.
archive is
Oh,
probably
by the way,
still
my
up.
ship
You
is
can
called
click
the
that.
SES Ombudsman of the State.
Right. Did you name it that, or did the game name it that?
You can pick a word and a word. Pick two words. Blank of the blank, or so on and so
Here's-
forth.
It's pretty good.
Here's another thing. Office 365 does not have autosave turned on if your document is not in OneDrive.
Yeah, I know.
Which, like, why?
Calling down
Because they want every part of your soul.
Get some! Get some!
I know it makes them a lot of money, but fuck this shit.
Long tunnel breach!
But yeah, this is why a lot of my stuff is on like a different drive. Like Windows is on one drive, not one. Windows is on a drive. Everything else I try to keep
They
somewhere
gotcha.
else. Yeah.
All right, so I have this recoilless rifle.
Mm-hmm.
It does that, but reloading it when you is very slow. But you can give someone else the backpack.
But you can give someone else the backpack and they just
And
What
then,
happens if
and
you
then
give one
you
up?
can tandem reload. And that lets you fire
Oh,
a
that's
lot more quickly.
Tagging location. Mag's empty! Tagging them. Northwest.
All right, where we? Okay, we're going over
Anyway, yeah, OneDrive, pain in the ass.
That it is.
Sending in an eagle.
I just think it's irritating that every operating system requires some kind of babying to operate optimally these days. Like, it's always been that way, but like we're at a point where it doesn't have to be that way.
Tell me about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that I've said this story before, but I am at a workplace
Rare sample
where
acquired.
someone's genius idea was to have all of our workplace documents and communications and emails via Google and Gmail, as well as the Google Drive, but all of our hardware is Apple-based.
Yeah, that seems. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I can recover from that.
My life for super.
Anyway, the good news is that in the vast majority of the IT world, Macs don't do anything.
Okay, that's a big.
Yeah,
point.
that's the reason
Nope.
why. Hey,
UI developers like them
I mean,
for
yeah,
whatever reason.
like UI developers. My understanding is there are some programmers who really like them, but I feel like I don't know. I
This
just
game
feel
has
like
a
if you
dolphin
built that
dive?
environment, yeah,
Not since Black Ops have you seen
That's
such
cool.
sick dives.
I just feel like if you're a developer and you really want that, you can set up.
Oh,
a
God.
next distro to be that.
Oh God.
you're being
That's-
slightly unreasonable
Sending air support.
in that workplace software, people who work in certain workplaces are not going to bother to learn how to use Linux.
I meant developers
Okay, fine. Cool.
who are already halfway there. Does somebody have an orbital laser?
Yeah, it appears so.
Is this good for you?
I mean, it's good for me in as much as it kills bugs. It's bad for me in as much as if that laser hits me, I'm dead.
Oh yeah. The other thing I read about this game is that there is friendly fire.
Yeah, that was a big component of the first Helldivers.
Anyway, on to a different topic.
Yeah, you like how it's impossible to see anything? Good.
Yeah, all this smoke. It looks good.
Bug. East.
Do you usually use Visual Studio, Gino, or Visual Studio Code, or something
I
else
use
entirely?
Visual Studio Code. I use some Visual Studio Code, and I use some, dang it, other software I use. Basically, it's a version of Eclipse.
Oh, calling in a hell bomb.
That sounds like something you need to put in
It's not the fun bomb.
Oh, Hellbomb sounds fun. Just don't be near it.
Liberty
What does it
is
do?
about fun.
What does the Hellbomb do?
It's gonna blow up all these buildings. This is a side objective.
Oh.
Oh, and bugs.
Liberty, save me! Can't survive. Heavy, stealthy. Reload!
Oh. Another one.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Is your dude puking blood? It looked like he was.
Maybe.
He's diving in hell. It's not fun. Sometimes you gotta puke blood.
The blood! I can't stop the blood! Freedom never sleeps!
Freedom never sleeps.
That's true. So what's the plot of this game, if there is a plot?
Gino, have you ever seen the film Starship Troopers?
Last reload!
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Is that it?
Yep.
The end?
Yes.
We
Liberty.
have to go kill the bugs. For reasons.
Anyway, I'm just gonna activate this bomb. Everyone went away.
Oh, you gotta use the Konami code to turn the bomb on?
Oh yeah, no, you gotta do this for all of them.
Great.
You gotta do this
Is
for
it
a lot of
always-
stuff.
Is it always the Konami code?
No. It might always be the Konami code for pump bombs. So every time I call in an assist, I have to do a code on the D-pad,
Oh, great.
which was the same way as in
I barely even knew what Helldivers 1 was before this came out. Like, I'd heard the name, but I think mentally I was confusing it with, what was it, Leaf Browsers?
Bro, that's a completely
fair.
different game.
Oh, I know.
The Vlambeer.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
Music
I was confusing
mixing, shoot 'em up. Yeah.
those. I don't know why my brain was confusing those, but
I'll be honest,
I
I
did
didn't
not pay any
like that
attention.
game as much as other people did.
I did not
The
like
browsers?
that game very much at all. I think that game is like a cool thing. It's just no fun to play
Yeah.
because it's the same pattern every single time.
Rare sample acquired!
I got the terminal.
Two-pad! I need supplies! Calling down fortification! Calling down a sentry!
Engaging terminal.
This isn't Corpse Party, and it says there's Corpse Party coming.
There will be corpse party.
When does the Corpse Party start?
The corpse party will start when
Reloading!
Exhibits
For
just in the back of the screen.
prosperity!
I'll probably buy it.
Requesting fortification!
Where's the corpse party? Hey, Braden, where's the corpse party?
Firing orbital barrage. Clear
Where are the
area.
corpses? I'm here to party.
Okay, now we just have to hightail it all the way across the map.
Follow me!
Found something. Marking location. Southeast.
fine. I got these stims. And I'm wearing the armor that makes stims last longer. For liberty.
Marking location. Never mind.
I figured stims just refilled your health. What do they
They
do?
also refill your stamina.
Do they regenerate, or do you only have a limited number of uses per?
Yeah, you get stims resupplied the same way you get everything else resupplied.
How soloable is this game?
You can. There is some light scaling.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. We have 19 response.
Oh boy. That guy did a pretty good dodge there.
Yeah. Yeah. The dolphin dive is very good.
Ready to liberate.
I'm ready to liberate.
Southwest. Fortification.
Oh, good. It's another one.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry. Sending in an eagle. Tracking location.
Oh, God.
Dropping package.
Oh, that guy has an auto cannon.
Package acquired. Dropping package. Package acquired.
Request Eagle Orbital.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting sentry. Found something.
Cannons.
Yeah.
Cool looking. Yeah. Is it, do you paint targets like in Halo?
I bet you can.
How that works?
Package acquired. Follow me. I need requesting orbital. Dropping package. Package acquired. Bug tunnel breach. Supplies. Throwing grenade. Dropping package. Say hello to democracy.
Did I just get a royal flush?
Yeah, you did.
I don't know, did you?
I just got a royal
Oh,
flush.
thanks Rio for the raid.
Reloading.
Hello, Rio. How do you feel about democracy?
Reinforcing.
Is the democracy stuff
It's managed.
very
democracy.
present in the game?
I mean, this is
Is
the
it very
game.
present in the game?
This is the game.
I mean, I don't hear if there's banter.
Is there
I mean,
fake
yes,
propaganda
the,
schemes?
the barks are all like, for liberty!
Okay.
How much talking to your teammates would you say you have to do?
I'm not talking to them, but we're playing on
Does-
screen.
Reloading.
I'm just using
Okay.
things. Because this is a modern video game,
And people don't talk to each other.
and people don't talk to each other in modern video games.
Enemy elite.
You don't need to. Unlike back in my day when we were in the trenches.
The trenches in TF2. Oh, Jesus.
Yes. And I was like, oh no, there's a spy. Help. Oh god, he's killing me. Stop killing me. Why do you keep killing? Oh, I'm dead.
Reinforcing. Calling down fortifications. Reinforcing.
The
So
blood.
as you can see on the higher
Blood is
difficulties, this
everywhere.
just gets very hectic.
Yes, I see that.
Mhm.
Wait, did you just spawn and then spawn again, or
Hey,
was that the
there's still some weird server
jankiness?
stuff in this game. Let's say.
Have you spent much time fighting any other faction?
There are the other faction in this game right now is robots that are definitely not legally legally distinct from Terminators,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very different.
They're called eliminators.
Yeah. No, it's totally fine.
These are called tyrannids.
No, they're called.
They're tyrannical.
It's even dumber than that.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Requesting air support.
I forgot what these things are called. Anyway, there are now two big guys.
Bug breach detected.
Calling in reinforcements.
I'm glad that there are other things going on than killing bugs.
Calling down a sentry.
That there are other enemies to kill.
Yeah,
occasionally.
they're also if it's gonna be anything like the last there was a third faction in the original game that was like
Get some.
I turned the volume back up and your character just said, "Get some."
Yeah.
Reinforcing.
it's very stupid.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Reloading.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Orbital inbound.
Dropping a pin. Northwest. Orbital inbound.
Oh, thank you.
Somebody's screaming.
Yeah. It's fine. He's having a fun time.
You're having a fun time.
Screaming, yeah! Or is he screaming like,
He's
shoot,
screaming like he's on fire.
darn?
Because
He's not
he is-
stopping.
Oh god, no. Oh. And there we go. There's the other part of the Helldivers experience, which is sometimes
Yay! Multiplayer video games on launch. They
Yeah.
all do this exact same thing.
sometimes it just breaks.
Cool.
Because it's a multiplayer game at launch. And
Anyway, I need to get off here and go to sleep.
I understand. Democracy
Uh,
democracy
I will.
doesn't
I'm
sleep.
waiting for
Welcome
this
aboard,
podcast.
Helldiver. The Galactic Ward needs you.
Wait, you're gonna record a podcast?
No, I'm gonna get the podcast from M and then publish it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. I was gonna say, I'm gonna pray for you.
No. I'm tired.
Alright, we'll play another round of this. And then we'll get on to Corpse Party.
Yeah.
Hey,
Go out there.
party.
Corpse party's coming.
So yeah, this happens a lot when you just mash quick play. Which is why you should play with friends.
Managed democracy calls for aid. Only you can answer, Helldiver.
I'll join this guy who's on my friends list, who I forget who this is. Don't you love it when there are people on your Steam friends list who just constantly change their Steam name?
Allied destroyer
Yep, it's a
has
very
joined
cool
squadron.
trend.
And then you have to like look at their aliases to find out what they're actually.
Coordinates locked.
Helldiver, glad to have you on board.
I say this story every now and again. One time I changed my Giant Bomb user avatar to something completely different, and people moaned and pissed and complained for me to bring it back. That's the hell that I live in.
That's the hell you dive in.
Haha, jokes.
Yes.
I can't give you too much of a hard time because you're about to play
Hellpod launch
a literal
initiated.
piece of shit video game.
Yeah, you missed all the fun last time we played it. There was more piss.
Yeah.
Sick.
The corpse party obsession with bodily fluids continues in Book of Shadows. How else are you going
Are
to
there
convey
bodily
that
fluids
someone
in
is
the
scared
original
unless
game?
you spend multiple lines of text talking about them pissing themselves?
Live up to your name. Live up to freedom.
Also, I have no idea what difficulty this is on.
I don't know.
But I assume it's on freedom.
Brayden, you sometimes complain that I
Freedom,
don't
the
have a
highest
filter
difficulty?
and when I
No, the
talk.
highest difficulty is Helldive. It goes easy.
I get called the poo-poo pee-pee guy.
When he's playing a game that's saying that, you just say it on your own.
You know what?
Rare sample acquired.
That's a good point I made.
No, I'm gonna eat a fresh orange.
Oh, you?
Not a nice cup of liberty.
I need to get more fruit.
Hey, it's in season. Even though it's been freaking cold, all of the people in my workplace who have orange trees have been giving me oranges. And I thought, hey, why don't I actually eat them this time?
Calling in reinforcements.
Yeah, wow. I just think this game is very pretty.
It's very great.
I think this game is very great. I think it's very pretty.
a
I
little
like
sour,
how
more
you
sour.
can't see shit when it's dark and foggy like this.
How do you kill the bugs if you can't see them?
You fire at the damn bugs. You use the power, the sight of Lady Liberty herself. Or, you know, you use the flashlight on your gun.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will say as a video game version of
Starship Troopers.
what is the movie again? Starship
Starship
Troopers.
Troopers.
This seems pretty good.
Yeah. It seems better than the Starship Troopers game. Which
Oh
also,
god, that thing.
There's a
That
Starship
thing's-
Troopers game.
there
Yeah.
is- It
Yeah.
has, I believe it has 52 player co-op.
And then there was the one before
What?
that had the busted AI.
So, yeah, there is a game that is kind of like this, that is officially Starship Troopers licensed, that has, 52 player co-op. Because
That's too many players.
But it's Starship Troopers. So, How else are you gonna get them damn bugs?
Rare sample acquired. Requesting sentry.
Another fun thing is this game has support for the DualSense controller shit, because you know, the PlayStation first party thing.
Yeah.
So I
Hey,
got all
Braden,
that
it
fun
does
HD.
say I have to provide you with moral support to improve the corpse party chances. I think that you're doing well.
That's
You
right.
play this game very well. You're a very good game.
You're a handsome boy.
Thank
Yeah, you're beautiful.
You're a handsome boy.
I need this validation.
Who's a handsome boy? You're shooting the bugs so well, honey. Sweetie Cupcake.
I'm a defender of liberty and democracy.
Yeah.
Sure you are. Sure you are, champ.
If I pressed you on interpreting the Constitution, I wouldn't feel gross about it. That's what I believe.
We gotta raise the radar tower.
Oh, we're doing
How
that?
do you know when the bugs are dead?
When they ain't moving.
When they stop moving.
Also, you usually get like a red. The red thing usually means you're hitting an enemy in the weak point.
Hmm.
Marking location. East. I got the terminal.
Mission map updated.
These guns sound nice.
Yeah, it's good weapon audio. I'm using a I'm using the SMG right
Sounds
now.
weird saying that, but it's been a long time since we've played a DICE game that didn't make me feel like I needed to refund my money at launch. And since I have walked away from most DICE online shooters, I feel like I haven't gotten my good gun sound
You're
quotient
good.
yet.
I mean, Call of Duty gun audio is pretty good
Orbital
these days.
inbound.
Not Modern Warfare 3.
Firing orbital barrage.
I was going to correct you about that. So
Yeah,
yes.
no, the gun.
But you corrected yourself.
Yeah, no, that.
So bums me out, man. I really thought that that game was going to be a big course correction for them, and then it just wasn't.
That game.
I don't know how you feel about
If
it.
that game, here's the thing. When I played of that beta was like, oh, you know, the higher TTK makes it feel very different. But also, you sure are charging me $70 for maps from a game from 2009.
Yeah.
And, like, no one likes the campaign in that game.
Out of ammo.
5 structure destroyed.
New mag. Dropping a pin. Northeast.
It really is a bummer, man.
And that campaign being built on Warzone maps and apparently just...
Mag's empty.
Not just Warzone maps, but Warzone spread across an open world where you have to chase after shit.
Bump tunnel breach. The taste of democracy.
Like, I was baffled when I read about what they had done to the to that game. It's just such a weird creative choice. I honestly...
The
it's kind of
creative choice
flabbergasted.
was Sledgehammer had 18 months to make that thing.
Reloading.
Yeah, which is a bummer. Because
And
I
they
feel
deserve
like they
better.
have done good games before. They've proven
people
that
like-
when given...
Oh,
Sorry.
people liked Advanced Warfare.
Reinforcing.
World War II, less so. That game was the back to basics. Oh God, you people hate the future stuff.
Honestly, if they want to do a future thing, I feel like I'm not the only person who has proposed this idea. If you want to do future stuff, make it Bad Company. Future Warfare. Bad Company 2.
Yeah, that's
No
a different,
explanation.
that's a
Those
different
guys
company.
are piloting mechs, and you brought them back.
That's a different franchise.
I know. They should bring back Bad Company.
I think also EA has no idea what they're doing with Battlefield. You
I
think-
mean, they just recently announced that they've dropped the Frostbite engine requirement across all studios, including DICE.
yeah, I wonder why.
Throwing grenade.
But they needed to make that. They need to justify the sunk costs.
Calling in reinforcements have been launched.
Tagging map. East.
It's such a...
Something that came up in the Discord that with Madam Web.
Yes.
How long do you think it would be before Sony just simply allows people to broadcast Madam Web on Twitch in the hopes of recapturing
Like,
Morbin
Mobius
Listen,
stuff?
I know a guy.
I don't think... Honestly, I don't think Gino knows that Joku does
No, I
those.
do. I
Oh,
rated.
okay.
I rated that. I rated Joku and found that out the hard way.
Yeah, we
Joku.
did. We love Joku, but that man,
That man dances with the law.
God bless him, because honestly,
I mean, how
Oh,
else
man.
do you think I watched Morbius?
I just mean, I mean, the whole Morbius moment, the Morbment was from.
I hated that sentence.
people
Can I say
illegally
that I hated
streaming
that
on Twitch.
sentence?
Yeah, well, happy Madam Web's
You
Day
can.
to you.
Exactly. So I'm just wondering how long before Sony's just like, yeah, whatever, stream Madam Web. We're gonna capture the moment and then send it back to theaters.
Listen, I'll put it this way.
Because we learned nothing.
I would bet someone streams themselves watching the entirety of Madam Web. Because I don't think it would have happened if that movie did not review as poorly as it has.
Mm-hmm.
Like you read that snippet I posted on the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's incredible stuff.
And it's like I almost got my brother to watch it with me. Because my parents are out of town. Hey fellas, this
What?
ever happened to you? Your folks ever just hightail it out of town without bothering to tell you where they're going? Because they assume they told you.
You may
'cause
be a
live
redneck if...
in the same place. You might be me.
I'm sorry.
You
should actually, unironically, go watch Lisa Frankenstein instead.
Yeah, that movie seems fun.
That movie is fun. Did you watch the trailer?
Yes, I've seen the trailer. Yeah, that movie looks fun. Oh, I
It
don't
was
know.
directed by Zelda Williams.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to see a girl and the corpse she reanimated because she was too goth run through a small town. That's pretty good. Rio lives a blessed and charmed life, and they said, I didn't know Madam Web was even a thing until you posted the link about it.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Rio.
My sweet summer child.
Um,
Way to go.
I've been looking forward to this movie for a while. One of my favorite things about Madam Web is how little of a fuck Dakota Johnson clearly gives while she's been doing the PR tour.
Say hello to democracy!
She knows. She's not
She
dumb.
knows. Listen, she's definitely definitely up there in terms of my favorite Hollywood nepo babies. I wouldn't say she's a good actress, but she's at least self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
Who's her family connection?
Her grandmother is Tippi Hedren. Both of her parents are actors.
Get some!
Right.
Get some!
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like she is definition Hollywood nepo baby.
Bag's empty.
And then she was in 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, and then she was in 50 Shades of Grey, and then she did some more weird stuff that seems like maybe she was better in those movies.
And 50 Shades of Grey made $1 million.
Yeah.
It made
And
all the money
yeah, and
because
she's
people
very
had
aware
never...
of
Reloading!
what those movies did. Oh yeah, her dad is Don Johnson. Duh.
Oh. ACP.
And her mom is also an actress.
What?
You still there?
Yeah, I am.
Remember the first like 3 weeks of the season where everyone was like, Ime Udoka's gonna win Coach of the Year. The Rockets sure are good. That sure was funny.
Yeah. Hey, you know, something that I'm just genuinely shocked by. I'm not gonna say that I think that the man doesn't deserve MVP. You know, Jokic and that stuff. I'm still kind of shocked that how little the fact that Luka airs outside of the top 5 in like the pre-MVP voting, but like the straw polls, it's kind of ridiculous because when you look at what Luka's doing right now, he has a comparable record. Sure, he's like below the Nuggets as a team, but Luka is on fucking fire. He should at least be in that, as I like to refer to it, the Paul George slot in 3rd place.
Sure. That's
He's averaging. He's shooting. He's averaging 10 more points per game and still averaging almost 10 assists per game, and rebounding the ball pretty well for his position.
Yeah, he's doing really well. It's just like the efficiency numbers when compared with Jokic, who's putting up comparable numbers in a lot of ways. It does him in. Also, his defense is like some of the worst in the entire league.
Jokic isn't that great of a defender. I'm not saying he's terrible.
But he's a lot better than Luka. That's the difference. It's like the Embiid Jokic argument, but not disingenuous. I saw an opinion today, ZP, that I need your take on. Someone said that Devin Booker is the best son of all time.
No, what the fuck?
And I said that is incredibly wrong.
I'm sorry,
It's
the best son
Steve
of all
Nash.
time is, as you
close.
know, because today is Lent, the best son of all time is the son of God.
You know, he really is a big doofus galoofus on television, but people really
Mark
don't.
Wahlberg tell you?
People really don't remember how fucking good Charles Barkley was.
Charles Barkley was really good. The only reason I would say Nash over Barkley is because Barkley was more of a mercenary. Like, he came in, did really well on the Suns, but he was on the Rockets, he was on the 76ers.
Like we want to say that
traveled
Jokic gets a lot of slander for his MVP campaigns, but like Steve Nash's 2 MVPs are maybe the most slandered fucking MVPs ever. Because Kobe averaged more points per game.
Yeah, because Steve Nash created a top 5 offense by himself instead of shooting a bunch.
His
And that's
starting
basically
center
what I
was
said,
Amari, even while, like, yes, Amari's knees hadn't completely exploded and turned to dust and powder, but...
Yeah, my argument was basically, hey, that Steve Nash guy created a top 5 offense just by being there. And I know the only thing he doesn't outrank Booker in is points, because Booker shoots 9 more shots per 100 possessions. Like, he just shoots more. He doesn't shoot as well. He doesn't shoot as accurately. He creates fewer points because he doesn't pass hardly as much. But yeah, sure, if you like Kobe shit, if you want a guy who's just going to shoot all the fucking time, then sure, Devin Booker's great.
Gross. Just yucky.
I don't like Devin Booker.
Anyway, now we, for this side mission, you manually load shells.
Dropping package.
A gun.
Into this artillery gun, and then you can use the artillery.
How do you use the artillery?
The same way you call in everything else. This here mesh.
You're painting targets.
Here.
I would even rank. No. I'd put Booker's top 3 then.
I mean, he's close. Yeah, I think he's top 3, but like the gap between Barkley and Nash and Booker is considerable as their careers currently stand. And like, I know Suns fans currently are like, Devin Booker took us to the finals, and it's like, but did he though?
Yeah, but you got spanked in the finals. Like, it was...
You got completely destroyed. He scored 40 points twice, sure, but he lost. Like, yes, he takes the most shots, always. Like, what happened when you had to play a team that was healthy for once in the playoffs? You lost both times.
Gina, remember when they had a healthy CP3 and they were in the fucking playoffs and they still got absolutely ass blasted by Luka?
I mean, the best CPS3
I do remember that
hardware game is definitely Third Strike.
You remember when they got, like, just fucking humiliated?
I do.
Humiliated.
They've
like
been
one of
humiliated 2 playoffs in a row now.
One of the most embarrassing playoff trouncings.
Yeah, let me tell you about.
Every time they've had to play a.
I watched professional
team that was healthy,
football
they have
for
lost.
the first time in years.
Okay. How was that?
The Super Bowl.
Requesting air support.
How was that for you?
Hey, remember the RFK Jr. Campaign ad that was literally just like, "Hey, remember my dad and my uncle?"
Boy, do I.
And you're like,
"Yep.
Boy, howdy, this guy, huh?"
Oh.
I mean, That's,
Don't look up anything I
don't
believe.
yeah. Don't look up anything. Don't look up any of his positions on anything.
Injury? What injury?
Request approved. Deploying
Yeah,
reinforcements.
the weird fascination with that man's push-ups and fitness at an old age, as though like, yes, this old man can do push-ups, and so he should lead us.
Do those people exist?
They're Joe Rogan types.
Okay. Yeah, but what about the part where he's a weird crank?
That also is a plus for them.
And I'm not just talking about the part where he's like the CIA right now, or the part where he's like vaccines cause autism, or the part where he says, you know, maybe the COVID virus
An inside job.
was an inside job meant to target people who were not Jews or Chinese. You know, or literally any of the things that man says.
New mag.
God damn it!
I think. I mean, listen, he's a third-party vanity candidate who's being funded by Republican mega donors.
New mag.
He's
So,
one of the three.
You know.
Or four.
Uh,
There's Joe Manchin. There's whichever Green Party moron runs this year. There's whoever runs on the Libertarian ticket.
it's Jill
and then
Stein again.
there's-
Don't worry.
Jill Stein
It's
again.
Jill Stein. Again.
It's always Jill Stein. It's always
Jill Stein, who has definitely been to banquets hosted by Vladimir Putin.
Oh, you're forgetting the time that she spoke highly of Michael Flynn.
Yeah, Michael Flynn, another guy who loves to go to
Noted
banquets hosted by
traitor
Vladimir
to the
Putin.
country.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jill's
Michael
a
Flynn,
complicated
taking money
figure.
from the Turks.
I just look forward to another year of Libertarian Party nominating committee footage.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
I just want to see Mike Johnson again. Or, that's his name, right? The guy
Mhm.
who won it last time.
Who got booed?
I just want
Gary Johnson.
him on the stage.
Gary
and
Johnson, sorry, yeah.
Yes, Gary Johnson, who just like someone asked, "Do you believe that cars should require you to have a license?" And he goes, and two people are like, "No, hell no." And then Gary Johnson's
Gary
like,
Johnson's like,
"Yes,
I think it's
they
a good
should."
idea
and
to
then it
have.
gets booed.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, because
Remember,
it's a
Don't
clown
forget that,
show.
like, one of the people running for the Libertarian Party candidacy before he died was John McAfee, who was who was running for president from his South American hideaway.
Okay, so correction. He ran for the nomination, but he did not win.
No, but he ran for the Libertarian Party nomination from South America, where he was hiding from the law.
What is the plan to be the president while being in South America, while being in exile?
Listen, Eugene Debs ran from prison. Trump
I just love that
could.
the Libertarians Party's like, this is fine. This
We
is
don't
fine.
need to expel him. You're also forgetting the part
Should we
where
disqualify him? No.
you're forgetting the part. You can find this up because this is when I said I gotta leave. I cannot come back here. When it was the nomination, when the delegates were getting here, and a person who is a surprise, heavy-set white man, as he is announcing his vote as a delegate, decides to strip off his clothes and start dancing in an American flag thong.
Uh-huh. Does that man also have
that's freedom.
strong opinions about the age of consent? Or marijuana? Perhaps methamphetamine legalization.
Anyways,
Which I wonder which drug he wanted legalized, and also which weird hideaway he believes in.
Because listen, as
Which
someone
type
who,
of
who lives
prepping?
in a state highly populated by people who would very much like to have a compound in the middle of the mountains, most of them are just bored rich people who don't want to pay taxes.
I don't know what to tell you. I
What?
disowned the entire group. I've disowned everything
even-
from that part of my life. But boy,
we're not.
let me tell you, I am still on their fucking phone lists, and I still get all that shit, and it's miserable.
We are not haranguing you. We are simply commiserating about some of the silliness.
I'm just
I
bemoaning
don't
the country.
understand
We
it.
used to be a real country, VP. We used to have old
Hey,
people
you know,
who were slightly less old than the old people currently running.
Whatever.
Because life expectancy was lower.
Yeah. And everyone smoked back then.
I still...
Although they're...
Hey, I don't know, to talk about something related to politics that's actually good. I don't know if you guys saw the return of Jon Stewart to The Daily Show, but...
Still have it.
I didn't.
he still kind of does. I'm not gonna say you can tell that he's older,
Good.
but hey, his show on Apple before he got shit canned for having integrity, that show was good.
Yeah, but no one watched it.
I mean, he's a talented journalist when he wants to be.
Even when he pretends he's not a journalist.
I mean, he even did a very good. He look, that interview he had of What's Her Bucket, where he's like grilling her about her opinions about transphobia and targeting trans people, was really good. And then also, people forget that special, he made a complete admission of like, here are all of the transphobic jokes I have made in my career. I want you to be aware I am not a perfect person. I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, it's a real, I feel like his
If he did
generally
comedy in the
good
arts, he
journalism
probably
and
made horrible jokes.
his generally good comedy and generally good, like, opinions, because they are not extreme enough for incredibly online folks, has made him more of a
I know
thing
that
to
movie he
ridicule
made
than
was
I think is necessarily warranted. Death to Smoochie?
No, not that Smoochie. No, the one he made. That
God
came out
damn
during
it.
the pandemic.
Oh, not the animated one where that animated movie. What was the fucking thing called?
B-movie.
No, he was a voice talent on an animated movie, Dougal.
Sure. That sounds like the name of a movie that would
sounds like
exist.
something he would do as a goof or as a favor.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction
Yeah,
complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
I feel like he and the musical Hamilton both took a lot of strays just by not being radical enough.
You know, there are a lot
being
of
too
very
corny.
online angry people who are mad that Barack Obama did not lead us to a communist utopia. Anyway, we don't need to talk about this, but yeah,
Hey, it's gonna be
We
a brutal
don't.
year.
I'm
I think the music in Hamilton's pretty good.
yeah. Here's the thing, I'm
That
not a
original
huge
cast was
musical
really
man.
talented.
I think the music in Hamilton's catchy.
I saw the original cast on Broadway. They're very good.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, you hear about this guy? Maybe don't let him.
You're not going to stop hearing about him.
Yeah, because he's never going. He's not going to leave you alone.
Nope.
And you know,
He's the Disney guy now.
hey, now
He's the
several
Disney
there are
house-
several
house
Disney
band
musicals
now.
that have good songs.
Yep.
Like,
Many heroes gave
yeah,
their
for as much as that dude very much should have gotten offline, like maybe we didn't need that much Lin-Manuel Miranda in our lives. Let's say.
Moana's soundtrack is good.
Moana's soundtrack's good. Encanto's soundtrack's good.
I want it.
What are your
Also
thoughts on
true.
Encanto, ZP?
All I want to say about
We don't talk about
Moana
Bruno.
is the fact that I have zero enthusiasm when watching the live action one.
Oh no, absolutely.
Oh no.
My enthusiasm for a live action Moana is negative because it feels like a parody. It feels like the Disney pipeline of animated film to live action remake. They've just cut out the middleman of people being old enough to grow up and have nostalgia for it.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm sure my nieces and nephews will be stoked.
I'm surprised if they're. Oh, I guess the reason why they litigated Moana is because Dwayne The Rock Johnson needs to do a live action movie after he burned bridges in the other studios.
Yeah.
And so he probably. It sounds like he advocated for it. That said, I have zero enthusiasm. I'm genuinely surprised. I'm genuinely surprised that we're getting that before we got the before we got a fucking Frozen live action movie.
Calling down fortifications. Calling down fortifications.
Calling down fortifications.
Calling down a sentry.
I finished season 1 of Zero. You don't need to watch that show.
Have a taste of democracy.
Have you done any more anime? Delicious in Dungeon is really good.
Gino, I'm watching a show that you might actually
I'm watching
like.
the hell out of.
Have you
watching the
heard
hell out
of?
of
It's
it.
a show on Netflix
That
called
show's so good.
Archive 81. It's based
No,
on like a
not watch
fiction
this.
podcast, a fictional podcast,
Calling down a sentry.
or you know, a podcast, a fiction podcast that is very like.
Okay. It is not a fake. It's not a fake podcast.
It's a
It is a
that
podcast.
is telling a story.
Okay.
So it's about this guy who restores old film strips and stuff, and he gets a contract from a mysterious corporation to restore these old videotapes from 1994.
Damn it.
And maybe maybe there's cult stuff. Maybe the videotapes are
Tunnel
haunted.
breach.
Maybe the devil's involved. It's pretty good.
Ooh.
And also, you have the advantage of knowing there's only one season. It did not get renewed for a second season, and that's apparently fine.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Does that mean that it's gonna not end properly, or?
Well, yeah. Fortunately, in the podcast, he restored old audio tapes.
You never know. Okay.
Sending in an eagle.
So yeah, so half of it is like these audio diaries from this woman doing a graduate project in 1994, and the other half is this guy in modern day being like, there's something going on here. And My brother and I will probably watch all of it.
Okay. I might check that out.
And it's not an anime. It's not a big titty anime.
Hey,
Like the
you don't
other
have to
things.
be like that. You don't have to be like that.
I mean, that's basically what Eden Zero is. It's... I hear it's just fairy tale. But sci-fi.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if Fairy Tail is also that.
And Fairy Tail is our friend Naruto. Listen,
Yeah,
like,
that's what Eden Zero was.
Yeah, and Eden Zero is the guy what made Fairy Tail his next manga,
And
very
Raid Master.
similar to his last one.
That's what Yatsu said, was he's made one show 3 or 4 times now, and they
Yeah.
keep letting him get away with it.
Hey, you know,
Calling down fortifications.
get paid.
Yeah.
I don't
They
think
let you do the same thing over and over again.
I'm going to be
Do it.
clear. I don't particularly like Fairy Tail. If my unflattering description of it wasn't key enough, I think Fairy Tail's like biggest, the most interesting thing about Fairy Tail is just, yeah, it's slightly boobier than Naruto because of the way it's selected across female characters. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, it sure is.
Calling down a sentry.
And even more direct, one of those than they're usually on.
Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Alright,
Time?
it's corpse time.
Pelican 1, preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete.
Although I
Pelican
do
1
actually
beginning
need to
ascent.
get up.
You have maintained our way of life.
I've maintained our way of life. Actually, maybe it's a little late to start. I'm gonna go to bed in like an hour and change.
I've been led along.
Okay.
I've been
no,
catfished.
We'll do corpse party for an hour.
I just need to publish the podcast. Em is running a little behind, so I'm just chilling until that, and then I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to bed. I'm really glad that my relationship with the Nuggets and their ability, and not how Hassan handles fandom. The Nuggets will be fine. Everything's
Mission
fine.
accomplished without a single casualty.
Is the game over yet?
Good day for managed democracy.
Which game?
No. So, ZP is Sacramento, Denver. The NBA.com is not updating the scores properly today.
Alright. I'm going to go down for 5
No,
minutes,
it's actually very close still.
and then I'm
What's the
going
score?
to...
It's 89-91.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna come back with corpse party.
Okay, we'll stick around.
Stick around.
This way, the
I'll stick around
VODs
for
are
at least a
separate.
bit. That's wise.
All right.
Sonic
Be back in
06, more
5.
like Sonic oh no.